Good morning, guys. I wanted to make this video this morning because I went down the rabbit hole. And before we get started, I just want to thank everyone who recently subscribed to the channel. Once again, I am not a YouTuber. I don't proclaim to be a YouTuber. I am just a guy, just like you, just like many of you, who bought one e-bike, and before we knew it, we had all of this. So once again, thanks to the people who subscribed. I appreciate it. But I'm really putting these videos out just as information for anybody who's out there thinking about getting into the e-bike game. And the title of this video is, So You Want to Be an E-Biker? Well, get your wallet ready because it's not just the purchase of a bicycle. As you can see, I started my e-bike journey with a Ariel rider Kepler, which I've recently sold. I like the more compact bikes that I still have currently in my collection. The Kepler was just kind of big and unwieldy, so I just kind of got rid of it. But the point of this video is, e-bikes are so damn fun. Once you buy one, you will not stop. It's impossible. I'm a 48-year-old man, and the joy that I get from riding these bikes, just 35, 40 miles an hour, is so much more than I get sitting in my car doing 65 on the highway. But you want to be an e-biker? Cool. Let me show you what you better be prepared to purchase. This is just a small amount of the things I've purchased to maintain these bikes and to keep myself safe. Let's go down the line. First and foremost, get yourself a quality helmet. I have two. My Bell helmet is what I use primarily during the summertime. It's a lot more open. It allows a lot more air to travel into the helmet, which in turn keeps you a lot cooler. I have this helmet. Who's the main manufacturer? I can't read it because I have a light on the back. That's a flasher I put on the back of the helmet so I'm more visible at night. But I use this solid motorcycle helmet when the weather gets colder. Keeps the heat inside. Keeps your head a little warmer. Have colored tinted shades during the day. Clear shades when I'm riding at night. Visor up during the day. Visor down during the day. What am I talking about? And you can raise your visor if you need a little more airflow. Also, I have myself a mesh motorcycle jacket from HWK with built-in pads for elbow, shoulder, and back. So it has a back plate, shoulder protection, and elbow protection. I typically use the jacket when it's a little colder outside, or if I know I'm going to be doing a lot of high-speed riding. If I'm riding around today, for instance, when it's nice and hot and sunny out here in South Carolina, probably going to get close to 90, I go with my G-form slide-on elbow pads. Always wear gloves. These are just a pair I got off Amazon. And I go with my Elite knee pads. Now, some people say riding a bike, you don't need knee pads, elbow pads, riding jackets. It's overkill. Well, I dress for the accident that might happen, not the one that won't happen. I'd rather be safe and look like an idiot out there and have people laughing at me while I'm on my bike enjoying myself than someone have to explain to my family why I'm so busted up in the hospital. Do yourself a favor, guys. Get as much protection as you think you need. This is just what I have because I wanted to be an e-biker. Moving on. Things that you don't think about needing, but you're going to need. High compression, portable air pump. This one is a must-have. No one wants to sit there and hand pump a bicycle tire, especially these e-bike, fat bike tires. I'm not trying to have a heart attack pumping up an e-bike tire. Flat out, a must-have. I don't care what anyone tells you. Use this, use that. Don't use this, don't use that. Flat out. I've had 2 flat tires in 4 years, and I have that in every one of my bikes. So I may have pinhole size damage to my tubes that I don't even know about because it's so good at clogging those holes up. My bikes, I have 3 to choose from, so a couple of them are always sitting around for at least 2 or 3 weeks. They lose hardly any air pressure because this flat out. Even if you don't have a flat, any holes that may be around the valve stem, any imperfections in your tubes, it clogs them up. It plugs them up so that you don't even have maybe 1 pound of pressure loss over weeks. Security. You have to have security. These bicycles, you're looking at I know how much I paid for everything on these bikes. You're looking at over $10,000 worth of an investment. For you to spend that kind of money and not have proper security is wasteful. I go with the brand Kryptonite. This one is my primary lock that I take along with me. It's the longer U-shape. I can get it around more bicycle racks and posts that I lock up to. This smaller one I carry with me if I think I won't be able to lock up around a single bike post, then I use them in combination with each other to make it a little bit longer. The smaller one comes with the chain, but I primarily use this and I stick it inside the brake disc as a deterrent from someone trying to roll off with the bike. It'll roll around and get stuck in the brake caliper. And then the big boy. That chain is about 12 pounds. And I only use that when I'm in the city, where I know guys are trying to get my goods. When I'm out here in the suburbs where I live and just around town in big shopping centers or whatnot, where there's a lot of people, a lot of eyes everywhere, I just use the U-locks. When I'm downtown in the city, I take the big boy. What else are you going to need? Well, here are all my keys for my 3 bikes, and if you notice, each key has a key fob. Ariel Rider has 2 key fobs. It has an alarm that comes with the 3,000 watt kit and the one I put on. I put the same alarm on every bike. So that's 3 sets of alarms if you want 3 bicycles, because you want to be an e-biker. Spare tubes. These are just a couple. I have many, many more in the house. You're going to have to purchase spare tubes. I also have spare brake pads inside the house I didn't bring out, because you're going to have to replace those as well. Unless you just like giving a bike shop your money. Replacing tubes, replacing brake pads, really easy on most bikes. Get yourself a good set of tire spoons. These are outstanding. The brand is Nico. Got them right off of Amazon. Everything you're looking at is Amazon. Some of you guys with air shocks, you're gonna have to get yourself an air shock pump. It's another thing you don't think about when you're wanting to be an e-biker. You have to have these specific tools to make the most out of your investment. Next up, if you don't already have one, get yourself a voltmeter. It doesn't have to be super high quality. This one is Astro AI. Just, I think, 20 bucks off of Amazon, but you want to have a voltmeter, especially if you're adding multiple batteries to your bicycles. And the last thing I have on the table are all of my fast chargers. So I have a 10 amp fast charger for my Revv1, 5 amp fast charger for my Freego X2, 4 amp fast charger for my Ariel Rider X Class. So those are just a few things that, if you want to be an e-biker, you want to get in this game, don't just think of the purchase price of your bicycle. Think of everything else you're going to add. For instance, here's my Revv1. What have we added? Alarm, additional headlight, mirrors, grips, custom seat, rim tape, reflective rim tape, upgraded shock, red light pedals, and the most expensive edition, powerful lithium 55 amp hour second battery inside of the cage provided by Revv1. So if you want to be an e-biker and you want to be a customized e-biker, these are the expenses you're going to have to also include. Ariel Rider X Class. Right now this is the steal of the century. I think this bike is listed for 1,700 bucks on their website. But you said you wanted to be an e-biker, so you're going to have to add some things. Headlight, must have. Alarm horn, must have. Turn signals, must have. I upgraded the tires on this from the Knobbies to the CST Scouts. New grips, mirrors, phone holder. Put a full twist throttle that came with my 3,000 watt MB power kit. Red shift pedals. New suspension. Custom seat. Rear flashing light. Turn signals. Most expensive parts of this bike. One additional battery. Second additional battery. Each of those batteries alone are going to run you anywhere from $500 to $600. So if you want to be a serious e-biker, prepare to spend more. Prepare to spend more than just the price of the e-bike. You guys already seen the newest edition, the X2. She's still sitting on one battery, which I have on the charger right now because I'm going out for a ride. I'll make another video for you guys on that one. But I found a solution for the second battery, guys. And it's gonna rest right here. Just have to double check the dimensions, make sure everything's gonna fit before I pull the trigger and buy it. But I hope this video helps out someone, because you want to be an e-biker, you want to buy your first e-bike. Just prepare to spend a couple of extra dollars.